Hi, Tim Bigham back again this week for Traders Exclusive, and what a week to say the least so far. Although the S&Ps haven't broken out to all-time new highs, they're certainly making a push so far today. You know, kind of on the back of Yellen commentary yesterday that, the Fed is there regardless. They'll make sure that this job gets done. So the market, which was down sharply yesterday, initially took it a little bit bearishly and then rallied sharply into the close, seeing a continuation of that rally today. On the other side of the coin, the big momentum names were hit hard yesterday. NASDAQ underperforming greatly, but today a different story, and we're actually for the first time in a long time looking at some of the names like Twitter, like Tesla. As you know, I've been very guarded on these names in the past on the valuation side of it. They just seem to have gotten off to the races, but Twitter, a name here that briefly traded below 30 yesterday, now trading up around that 32 level. We're selling out of the money puts for next week at the 28 and 29 strike, positioning to be buyers of Twitter, down around that IPO price at 26, including that option premium we're receiving. So this stock certainly looks washed out on a short-term basis, was deeply oversold, and is finally showing some legs here to the upside. We always kind of wait for that curl before jumping into a position. Don't jump in front of the train, but when the train starts to slow down and turn the other way, maybe climb on board for just a short ride. We're not looking for any of those momentum names to really have big upside from here. Personally think they'll probably languish here, usually the case after momentum is broken, but kind of liking to pick them up on weakness. And conversely, if they do rally hard, probably will be a seller into strength. I think these stocks have come to a range here now. Another name we're looking at is Tesla post earnings. Somewhat disappointing. The stock traded down towards 180. We're actually selling the 170, 165 put spread for next week, the regular May. Positioning again, wouldn't be a bad place to maybe jump in on Tesla. Stock did rally off that 180 level this morning. Trading last I looked about 188. So look for that stock again. Maybe not to take off, but I think maybe just chop around in here, given that big sell-off we saw from 260 to 180. Twitter, from 72 the end of last year to under 30 today. So the names, Amazon is another one we're looking at. So the first time in a very long time we're looking at some of those names really on a comparative basis. Value has outperformed greatly here. We've been value guys, as you all know, but I think that's actually getting a little stretch here. We're seeing the S&P outperform the NASDAQ a little too much as people really jump into safety. So until next week, this is Tim Bigham, and in this market environment especially, keep those position sizes in place and those stops going. Take care.